So the next 2 weeks is all up to you and me now. So if we can all have a social discipline, if we have a social discipline, I'm sure we can actually flatten the curve. Now, I think we have completed the 2 weeks, right? So another 2 weeks to go. So it's up to us and all of us actually. If all of us comes together as one, and then we practice and embrace that you stay at home, and we, Ministry of Health, we will continue our public health activities, active case detection, and increased testing, finding the targeted group. For example, we identified a few targeted groups, like for Jemaah Tabligh, for example, and Tafiz School, and a certain party, or even Rohingyas, and etc. So we have the identification of some of the groups. So we are targeting them, and to basically targeting them to test them, so that if we can actually isolate them early, and then we can actually break the chain of COVID-19 transmission in this country. We will only know after the first week of April, and to see how we perform. If we continue to have, flatten the curve, or there's no exponential increase, then I think we can safely make a decision then. But it's a bit too early for us to make any conclusion now. So our challenge is initially, because we fear that the second wave is all imported cases, Malaysian coming back from overseas, whether it's for a tour or students coming back. So that's the group that we are worried that they may bring back the COVID-19. So what we need to do now is focus on the imported cases. Then we have to enhance in terms of home surveillance. We have to make sure that the targeted group, for example, place them in our quarantine center. Although they are negative, we still have to place them for 14 days. Those positive we already identified, and we isolate them in our hospitals. Sebab kita telah memantau mereka, ada yang balik tetapi masih keluar daripada rumah lagi. Jadi mungkin kita akan lihat bagaimana kita dapat kuasakan tindakan kita untuk pastikan mereka sama ada duduk di rumah ataupun kita akan ambil duduk di tempat kuarantin khas disediakan oleh Kementerian Kesihatan. We will follow through. If we give them an order, for example, the home surveillance today is basically if they are close contact but negative, that's actually we will issue a home surveillance order, and they have to confine to the home. Then it's a self-voluntary, that means coming back from overseas, when they check everything is negative, there's no fever, and we encourage them to stay at home for 14 days.